Hello and welcome to Scan Zone, where we look back at what's been, quite frankly, a pretty great year for tech advances and game-changing product releases. But don't just take our word for it. We'll also be hearing from some of you about what made this year an awesome year in tech for you. Looking at the biggest gaming news of the year, and of course, we'll be giving you details of our epic end-of-year giveaway. But first, let's recap on 2022's PC tech releases month by month. To kick off the year in January, Intel launched even more 12th gen CPUs, adding more affordable Core i9, i7 and i5 options to the range, plus the first new Core i3, Pentium and Celeron models. There were also 3 new chipsets too, meaning much cheaper motherboards as an alternative to the premium priced Z690 motherboards. Whilst over at NVIDIA, they released their first fully fledged entry-level graphics card in 2 generations, the RTX 3050, providing stunning ray-traced graphics with all the eye candy on at 1080p. And they also teased us with an announcement about the mighty top-of-the-stack RTX 3090 Ti, which would be released soon. February saw the first Ryzen 6000 series powered laptops released, as well as Corsair's MP600 Pro LPX SSD. And in March, we were put out of our waiting misery when the previously announced NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 Ti was actually released and available for purchase. April saw Intel release the i9-12900KS processor with a blistering 5.5 GHz, a record high for PCs, making it the fastest desktop PC chip to date. Whilst AMD's Ryzen 7 5800X 3D was also released this month. This was their most powerful gaming processor to date at the time and placed above the popular 5900X in terms of performance. It came with dramatically fewer cores and threads, but still managed to have the same base clock of the 5950X coming in at 3.4 GHz. Where it shone, however, is with the new 3D V-Cache technology, creating a crazy performance gain in a wide variety of today's top games. AMD also had another ace up their sleeve, a beast of a graphics card, the 16GB Radeon RX 6950 XT, released just a month after in May. This enthusiast-class graphics card was built using the 7nm process and based on the Navi 21 graphics processor. May was a huge month for announcements, with Computex taking place. Corsair unveiled their very first laptop ever, the Voyager A1600 AMD Advantage Edition, which combined a powerful AMD Ryzen 6000 series processor with an AMD Radeon RX 6800M mobile graphics card, along with a 16-inch 2560x1600 QHD Plus IPS display, which boasted an ultra-high 240Hz refresh rate. Also at Computex in May, Asus announced the world's first uber-fast 500Hz gaming PC monitor, called the ROG Swift 500Hz, funnily enough. Intel's Gamer Days launched in August, and we celebrated here at Scan in early September with an awesome day in-store, which included a Fortnite LAN competition and a racing simulator time trial in F1 2022. Up for grabs were some amazing Intel-powered prizes, including a 3XS gaming PC worth over £2,300 and 2 12th gen component upgrade bundles worth over £1,000. After such an epic day, we look forward to even more in-store gaming events next year. September also brought the hotly anticipated announcements of NVIDIA's next-gen GeForce RTX 4090 and 4080, the first new cards of the 40 series based on the Ada Lovelace architecture. And of course, their specs were seriously impressive, which you can see in the videos we made linked below for you. We also saw WD take their company's flagship PCIe 4 gaming SSD and make it even better with the release of the black SN850X. The first 4 Zen 4 Ryzen 7000 series processors also landed this month, accompanied by the high-end X670 and X670E chipsets, while the B650E and the B650 chipsets arrived in October. October also saw the eagerly anticipated release of the previously mentioned top-of-the-stack, uber-powerful NVIDIA RTX 4090 released, with 24GB of GDDR6X memory, 16,384 CUDA cores and a boost clock of 2.52 GHz, bringing with it an enormous leap in performance, efficiency and AI-powered graphics. And we had a queue round the block here at Scan for those wanting to get their mitts on one on release day. The 13th Gen Raptor Lake CPUs hit the market this month too, their most powerful to date, and with enhanced hybrid architecture with 8 P cores and 16 E cores, delivering outstanding performance in all games and applications, they certainly delivered what we'd all been waiting for. And Intel finally released their first ARC discrete laptop and desktop GPUs. AMD launched their next-gen EPYC Zen 4 CPUs for servers in November, based on the Zen 4 architecture, providing support for PCIe 5 add-in cards and NVMe SSDs and DDR5 memory. Also this month, NVIDIA officially released the 16GB RTX 4080, offering enthusiast levels of performance with 9,728 CUDA cores, a 2.51 GHz boost clock and a 256-bit memory bus. Samsung announces the Samsung 990 Pro PCIe 4 SSD series for both PC and console, available with and without a heatsink, giving outstanding performance, power efficiency and thermal control. Whilst Corsair announced 2 new additions to its lineup of M.2 solid-state drives, the MP600GS and MP600 Pro NH. Then sneaking in yet another EPYC release mid-December to round off the year was AMD with their Radeon RX 7900 XTX and 7900 XT launch. It's certainly been an exciting year in tech. We asked you what had gotten you excited, and 81% of you said your favourite tech release was PC stuff rather than mobiles, TV and other gadgets, which of course covers a lot of ground. The latest CPUs and GPUs received a lot of love from you, as did Steam Deck. Here's what some of you said. Ace Foxy said everything PC stuff this year has been wild, from mice, monitors, mics, keyboards and everything in between. Tilo Official YT said there's been quite a few highlights for me this year. AMD Zen 4 and Intel Raptor Lake in the CPU space, as well as 40 series and 7000 series in the GPU space, bringing back that glorious competition. Just need HEDT to come back. Cole Rising said QD OLED, I absolutely love the AW3423DW and can't wait for the technology to become more mainstream. At Trevor__JC said Steam Deck. It's an amazing piece of kit that has to be used in person to appreciate what it can do. I wonder if Microsoft or Sony will follow suit and dip their toes back into the handheld market. Now, in last year's end-of-year Scan Zone, we told you about the new 3XS Custom Shop. The Custom Shop is where our talented 3XS builders get super creative and craft bespoke PCs to the customer's specific requirements. The Custom Shop team have been extremely busy this year, designing and building a whole load of unique systems for pro gamers, streamers, footballers and well-known brands. My favourite was probably the Call of Duty Vanguard Warzone Season 3 PC, as it was just so different to anything that anyone's ever seen before. But it was a really tough choice, as each build is so unique and stunning, as you've just seen. Here's what some of you had to say though. The Dying Light PC was very popular on Twitter. N3SGE said, I really loved the Dying Light 2 design. really captures the soul of the game, grim but also beautiful, a fitting celebration of a game that will push even the most capable 3XS system to its limits. Mike chose Average Dad's PC, saying simple, effective and stunning to look at. If it wasn't for Dean and his knowledge behind the PCs, I wouldn't have ordered my own from Scan. I'm hoping early next year to begin on the upgrade path, possibly even a totally new rig through Scan, of course. Thanks for that. We always get plenty of great feedback on our custom shop YouTube videos, so be sure to check those out too. One PC that certainly pushed the boundaries of creativity was the ultimate AMD Halo PC, which is actually on display in our Scan showroom if you do want to come over and check it out for yourself in person. Caroline Tinsley said, "This is so creative. I love seeing things I would never imagine in a million years." That's Mr. Twist to you, said that's an insane looking build. Kudos to everyone involved in making it. And Illogic said, "This build has more creativity involved in it than I've had in my entire life, lol. Nicely done, Scan Computers." And if you want to check others out, then you can check out our online custom shop page at scan.co.uk/3XS/custom shop. And feel free to tell us your thoughts on some of the builds in the comments. Now, as well as all the main PC tech releases this year, there were plenty of new gaming products brought to the market, which myself and streamer Rage Darling brought you plenty of content on. So here's Rage now to round up 2022 with some top gaming news, her favourite products, and a look ahead to 2023.
Hey guys, Rage Darling here. So where best to wrap up the end of the year than the Game Awards of 2022? God of War Ragnarok actually took home a bunch of awards. Best Narrative, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Performance, Innovation and Accessibility, and Best Action Adventure. More than any other game, which is incredibly well deserved. It's an absolutely gorgeous game through and through. But Elden Ring swooped in with Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction, Best RPG, and Game of the Year, which to be honest isn't really surprising because it took the gaming world by storm and clutched every gamer in its vicious little claws. I personally couldn't get past the horse boss at the start and put the controller down before it ended up through my TV. Some amazing gaming and streaming products were also released this year too, specifically Elgato knocking it out of the park again with the Stream Deck Plus, which is essentially Go XLR and the Loop Deck Live combined into one very nice affordable product. Not only does it serve the needs of live streaming, but it also elevates productivity and content creation. I also have to mention that Elgato took their famous Wave 1 microphone and splashed a really pretty pink color on it, which looks adorable. We also got our hands finally on the Steam Deck, which is a fantastic way to play a game on the go, specifically Steam games. It's literally the most powerful handset currently on the market, and is essentially a little portal PC that's adapted a Nintendo-like design. It's awesome. I'm really excited for some awesome game launches next year. I've got my eyes on Baldur's Gate 3, which is an upcoming RPG game developed by Larian Studios, placed in the D&D world, so I really like it. And also the Dead Space remake, which should be coming at the end of January. I'm excited for that because I've never played Dead Space, so maybe now is the time to dip my toes in. Who knows? 2023 is shaping up to be an amazing year for tech and games already, and I'm very, very hyped for it.
Now, as ever, to celebrate such an ace year, we have our Epic Scan end of year giveaway, where one lucky winner can bag an awesome prize worth over £11,000. It's a super powerful 3XS system with an awesome racing sim setup and a bunch of peripherals giving you everything you need for a full gaming setup. This competition is sponsored by Intel, Windows 11 and Seagate, and here's what's included. You'll get a full custom racing inspired 3XS system featuring an Intel i9 13900K CPU with a monstrous 5.8 GHz boost clock, which has been paired with a ROG Strix Maximus Hero motherboard, 64 GB of Corsair Dominator Platinum DDR5 memory, a 500 GB Seagate FireCuda 530 Gen 4 NVMe OS SSD, and an extra 2 TB Seagate FireCuda 520 NVMe storage. And we've gone all out with an Asus TUF RTX 4090 graphics card. All of this comes in a custom Fractal Torrent chassis painted in metallic Patagonia red, and as you can see, it's fully water cooled with premium EKWB components, Plus, for that extra touch of racing feel, it has this slick back Alcantara cable management tray with red stitching. 3XS really know how to build a slick looking PC. And in addition to this, you get an epic racing setup with the Thrustmaster T GT2 wheel with pedals and the next level racing FGT-like cockpit, so you can fold it up when you're not using it. You can also configure it for a standard or F1 style driving position depending on your racing discipline. And to give you the best view of the road or track ahead, you'll get this, the awesome 21:9 ultra-wide MSI MEG 381 CQR monitor sporting a 3840x1600 175Hz rapid IPS panel, G-Sync Ultimate and RGB lighting. It's one of the best monitors on the market and it will be perfect to go with that amazing RTX 4090 GPU. You'll also get these awesome Corsair peripherals, the Dark Core RGB Pro mouse, the K100 RGB mechanical gaming keyboard and the Virtuoso RGB wireless gaming headset, plus the MM700 gaming mouse mat. And a 2TB SanDisk Armor G drive for on-the-go storage. And to keep you racing all year, there's 12 months of Microsoft PC Game Pass included, so that you can get your hands on some of the best new titles straight out of the box, including our favourite Forza Horizon 5. And all you have to do is click on the link in the description for your free entry. And once you've done that, you'll be able to increase your chances even further with more free entries by sharing on socials and watching some epic videos that we've made about these products. A huge thanks, of course, to all of our sponsors for this giveaway and a massive good luck if you enter. So that's almost all for this year's end of year Scan Zone, but don't forget that not only do we have loads of great content on our main Scan YouTube channel, but we now have a further 8 channels tailored to our different departments here at Scan. We've got Scan Pro Video and Pro Audio, who have plenty of videos to suit the professional or budding filmmakers and musicians. Our Pro Gaming channel brings you various content from our sponsored streamers, as well as helpful buyer's guides for gaming and streaming products. And then we've got our Scan Pro Graphics channel, which focuses on professional GPU accelerated workflows, bringing you product information and explainer videos. And we now have 4 Scan Business channels for those who'd like to know a little bit more about our IT, cloud and digital signage services, and of course Scan AI, which has a whole host of great content, including our brand new Talking AI podcast series, which is also available on Spotify and Apple Music. So be sure to check that one out if you have an interest in artificial intelligence, deep learning and machine learning. All of these channels will be bringing you more and more content in 2023, so be sure to subscribe to get the latest alerts. And a huge thanks to everyone for your custom, for watching, subscribing and sharing the tech love with us this year. And we'll see you in 2023 when we'll kick off the year with a look at what's hot at CES, including NVIDIA's GeForce Beyond announcements. Let us know what you think they might be announcing in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.